Welcome back, viewers, to the Ingraham something or other. Welcome to the Ingraham, I almost said pal here. Welcome back, viewers, to the Ingraham Dawn series here. Probably just looking at this, the craziest alarm clock movement I've ever seen. So that I haven't seen much, but this currently tops the list. 2 layers, viewers, 2 layers. Very surprised. I'm surprised that they'd actually go through the trouble and effort to make a movement like this. You know, I didn't think, I mean Ingram's okay, but they're not like, oh my gosh, we're gonna put all the luxury features on our clocks here. Apparently this time we did, or at least something like it. I don't know. It just makes it look more complicated than it is. One of the more useful tools I have here in my quote-unquote, well, my basement, it's not a shop, are wooden blocks like this. You can take a movement, stick it up on there, and the center arbor can stick in between them and not be like sitting like this, and you're trying to work with the movement, it's flip-flopping all over the table. That is not convenient at all. So this is how I like to work on them. So what we need to do first with this is get this time setting knob off, because there's a cannon pinion up there, and that is going to screw us up later if we don't take this off now. Now what I always like to do is take my pair of cutting pliers here, I'm not sure what the name is exactly, and using the angle on them, prying off the knob with a screwdriver. That's the best method I've got. And then you can press it back on later. I'll show how to do that. That was really easy, very good. Now, the alarm mechanism doesn't unscrew like most typical clock. Yeah, this is another thing obstructing us here. This alarm mechanism here has a C-clip type deal going on here, holding it in place and keeping the tension. So let's get that bell off. That's starting to drive me up the wall. The thing's ring, 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 ring. It's like, okay, I've had enough. One final ring for the road. There we go. We can also see the gear train a little better. So let's just put that in there. And, okay. And yeah, there's a pile of oil here. That's nice. I'm not going to bother adjusting the camera to show that, but yeah, there's just oil all over the... Well, I guess I can just bring it up to the camera. Yeah, this is stuff like that. This is why these movements need attention. Even though this guy's running really well, he's dry as the Sahara Desert, and he's also dirty. So, what happens if we just decide to plop some oil on this and call it a day? Well, a lot of things. I mean, the actual pivots themselves here will wear out. And, yeah, if you mix oils, you get an abrasive paste, and that screws everything up. So, if you can, try to clean it as well as you can. That's my tip for the day, I guess. Try to clean these movements as well as possible when you're in here working on them. So, okay, let's see what we got going here now. So we're gonna get that C-clip off. So we got, I'm just gonna use the most basic method here that I can think of, just trying to, I don't know, I'm just turning it around. Ooh, yikes, this could get ugly. How do you guys usually get C-clips out? I'm not really that great at it. I don't know if that's the way to go or what, honestly, viewers. Not really sure. I might be able to, like, push it forward or something. Because it's more of a basic one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's moving forward here. If we can not pry it on something. Or, yeah, pry it on... What the heck am I saying? We're going to try and lever the screwdriver off something to pry this off. But I don't think I'm going to do that this time. Or I was going to do that, but now I'm not. Okay, this actually is simpler than I thought it'd be. That's nice. At least it's moving. Okay, are you going to actually, like, come off now and not break or anything like that? Okay. It didn't break or anything like that. I'm just wondering if it'll go back on there. Is this shaft square? Like a square shaft going on? Oh, that's going to fall out. How are you held on there? I'm not sure how that C-clip is held on there, viewers. Maybe just the tension? I don't know. Okay, so the alarm mechanism is coming apart now. Ooh, there's a... What the heck? Ingraham has decided to just put the leaf spring and all that at the back here. Okay. Under this plate here. So can we get that out of here? Will this come off? No. That's great. Does this unscrew? Can I screw this backwards? Sorry, viewers, I'm not even showing what I'm doing. So just for a clearer understanding of what's going on here, I think that's a washer, or that's pressed on there somehow. I have no idea what that is. That is obstructing us from vacating the premises. That round thing there that's spinning. There's a leaf spring under that, so that's nice. How do you come out? Okay, so I guess what's going on here is if we decided to take the top plate off, this would get... We'd have to somehow... I don't know what the heck. Not sure what to do there. At least there's space enough for it to come off. Or come through, anyway. Yeah, that's not great. Maybe we can jimmy it around that gear there. There's a gear blocking this. I don't think that assembly was really meant to come apart at all. So yeah, that's just a symptom of cheap alarm clock movement right there. Okay, let's try and let the... Well, actually, yeah, I'm just going to leave this here for now, and we're just going to move on from that, because there's not really much I can do from here. Let's take the time right now to understand how this clock works. So let's go from the very start of the gear train. How do we want to build this thing? Let me think. When we're putting it back together, we have the top plate like this, and we put... Okay, so we put... This goes on after. So let's film it. We'll film it from both, like, upside down and like this, but we'll start with this anyway. Okay, so here's the power source of the whole thing. This mainspring right there. This gear here then goes off of it. I think this is the first wheel. What's kind of interesting about this wheel is I've seen it in other Forestville and other clocks. If you've watched my Forestville series, you'll recognize that gear. I'm pretty sure I've got that gear in the parts stash somewhere, so if that breaks, we can replace it. And same with this gear. I recognize that one too. Okay. Maybe I have some spare Ingraham parts lying around. So this gear and that gear go there, and that is the center wheel. Let's try and angle it around here. Okay. So there's the center wheel there. It keys in with which wheel? Where does it go now? Okay, so power is distributed then to that gear right there. Whoops, I can't even really point at this one here that I'm touching with my screwdriver. So it goes there, then it goes to the escape wheel, and then to the pallet fork, and then to the balance. So that's fairly simple. I don't know, let's see how it transitions between levels here again. So you can kind of see it goes from here to in there, to the center wheel here, and then further down that train there. Okay, and then how does the alarm work? So we've got our alarm trip assembly here, and then this wire is released up to move this hammer mechanism here. Where's the actual... Okay, there's... where's the... Okay, there it is. The alarm escape wheel is in there. It goes to that wheel there, and goes to the alarm spring itself. And that's all for the alarm train. All the rest of this is literally time. It's literally sliced right down the middle. This is all alarm, this is all time. Okay. That is great. And we'll also film it upside down, too. You never know, viewers, like, if you're going at some crazy angle or whatever, you never know if you're going to have to assemble it upside down. But, you know, just for an easy reference, why not do it like this, you know? I think that'd be the most practical way to go about it, and I'll just go all the way around here. Nice and slow, don't want to go too fast or else I might miss something. Okay, yeah, and with that bell gone, you can really kind of see what's going on in here. It almost reminds me of some American-made 18th century OG clock movement or something like that. Of course, it's made in Canada. Actually, it's made in Toronto. Well, it is made in Canada, but it's made in Toronto specifically, as the dial says, and I didn't zoom in on that at all. Let's get that out. And there we are. If yours is different than mine, That is probably why. Okay, how are we going to let this mainspring down? So there's a click assembly here. We don't have a mainspring winder, but we do have a key. And we don't want to break our fingers with this, so that'll not be good. I could just let it run down too, but for those of us who don't really want to do that, because this thing runs for a week, and maybe it's like, if I could figure out how to get it on, that'd be great. Oh wait, what the heck? Maybe this is the wrong key. Oh shoot. Oh, okay, the alarm is what works. The other one isn't what works. Great. Okay, so the actual more important side, the time, doesn't actually work. Well, the key is broken. Cute, that's cute. Let's try and... I wonder if we could stick a screwdriver in here and try and let it down that way. I mean, what a letdown key essentially does is it takes... Well, if the key had its wings here, it'd slot around that. It'd basically look like this. Here's the end of the letdown key for the letdown tool. And then if you just stick it on the key here, and just... it would spin like that. Well, if I took a screwdriver and just did the same exact thing, wouldn't that just be it? Wouldn't that be good? Grab a nice thick screwdriver too. Ooh, yeah. The lesson of the story here, viewers, either get a letdown key, or if yours is broken like mine is, you can use a screwdriver, or try to anyway. Okay, now what we need to do is somehow get that click up and out. This might, that key breaking might have actually been beneficial. And also, for the alarm's sake, I mean, I could just use a screwdriver to wind it up. That wouldn't be the worst thing. Okay. We get our screwdriver in position here. Not bad. And I could try to get our letdown, or our click is in that black void there that you can't see. Okay, let's try and get this going here. Yeah, wear gloves, viewers. You can wear eye protection if you want. I don't think I'll need it, though. Okay. That click is hard to get to. Can I get in here somehow? Okay. So right there would be the best spot, but I can't get in there. Let's get this nice and close. Oops, good. Okay. Very interesting process, viewers, I know. Okay, so there's our click right in there. I need to push that up and let this down like that. Okay. Yeah, this takes a second here, viewers, just to orientate yourself and just to know where to go. Okay, let's see if we can do it like this. I'm gonna try and get in here with my click, or not my click, my screwdriver, and just try to push that back. Oh yes. Oh yes, 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 yes. That is what we want. Okay, locked up again. That was a good start though. I had nice control with that. The movement wanted to move around though, so I wonder if a clamp would, I don't know. I don't have a clamp handy really. Yeah, you gotta use I gotta get a letdown key set here, because you're running these crazy big mainsprings like this, and you don't want to face it like this, or taking the key and trying to hold it while letting it down. That's not what you want. That is not what you want at all, viewers. Let's try and get this in here again. Okay. Yeah, if only I had 3 hands. If only I had 3 hands here, we'd get in here real nice. Oh yeah. Okay, that's not the greatest. Let's see here. Okay, we got it. Okay, viewers, we're letting her down. She's coming down. And she's strong, too. I don't know why I'm using she all the time. That was a Canadian moment for sure. Okay, we're holding it back. Spring is coming down. There we go. It wasn't even fully wound up anyway. Okay. As you can see, the movement has completely stopped because there is nothing powering the escapement here, so that's great. Yeah, this thing had a few days worth of power on it still. That's not what you want to be experiencing when you're dismantling it. And there it is. Looks way more relaxed now. So what Ingraham was probably doing, and probably why they included an extra bridge and plus this big clamp here, was probably to keep this spring under control and keep it out of the actual gear train over here. Because that Taylor timer movement from 2020 that I was working with for a short time, I don't know if you guys saw that. That was one of my first videos on this channel, or at least on the GPWS anyway. If you guys saw that, you'll know that it wasn't meant to be taken apart because there was absolutely no isolation with the mainspring and the rest of the gear train, and you could not get the thing back together because the spring was always in the gears, and that is not good.